Okay, I'm going to show you another way to divide polynomials. It's called synthetic division. It kind of sounds cool, like you're really smart if you know how to do this, but it's actually really not that hard. So here we go. So what needs to happen is basically you need to set this equal to 0 and solve. So a equals -4. That's what you're going to have in your little box here. Okay, you're not really dividing by it, but you're going to put that inside of a box here. Then you write down just the coefficients of what you're dividing. Don't forget the signs. We got 3 negatives going on here. Alright, and then just draw a line right here, and you just have to follow the pattern here, and once you get the hang of this, this will be much faster than long division. So your first step is just to rewrite that first coefficient, and then from there you're going to take the -4, you're going to times it by 1. So if you look up online, you'll see other videos go like this. -4 times 1 is obviously -4, and then this is what's different. In regular division we're used to subtracting, but we're going to add. We're going to put these two together. So that's another reason why it's easier. We're just going to add -3 and -4 and get -7. And then you do the same thing. You take -4 times -7, write that amount right there, 28. We're going to add those together, you get -9. Okay, then -4 times -9 is positive 36, and -36 plus 36 makes 0. So to write your answer, basically you go 1 degree lower than what's being divided. So if you have a cubed, this is going to be 1a squared minus 7x minus 9, and this right here, your last part, is always kind of like your remainder. Obviously we don't have a remainder, it's 0. Okay, and that's your answer. Let's do another one here. Okay, again, when it's this easy, you can pretty much see that you're going to have to put -8 in that box. Okay, it's really just the opposite of that. Okay, so put it in there, and then just write the coefficients. Draw a line. Remember, you're going to be adding here. So really you don't have anything to go here, so you write this 4. Just rewrite it. -8 times 4 is -32. Add these two together, you get -3. -8 times -3 is 24. -25 plus 24 is -1. And -8 times -1 is +8. Put those together, you get 0. So this part right here is our remainder. We have a remainder of 0. So this is going to be 4n squared minus 3n minus 1. And that's my answer. Remember, I haven't done this in my videos yet, but you can always check to see if you're right. If I do n plus 8 times 4n squared minus 3n minus 1, if I superfoil that, I should get the original. I'm going to run out of room here. There we go. Squeeze it in. So if you do that multiplication, you should get the original. Okay, number 3. So I'm going to, inside of this box, I'm going to put 7. Because if you think about it, if I set that equal to 0, x would equal 7. 1, -17. 74, -28. Draw your line. Remember, you're going to be adding. There's nothing to add to, so you just write the 1 down. 7 times 1 is 7. Add those two together. 7 times -10, -70. Add those two, you get 4. 7 times 4 is 28. 28 plus -28 plus 28 is 0. 1x squared minus 10x plus 4. That's my answer. Now, number 4, you just have to be a little careful because you notice that the squared term is missing. So when we had that before, we had to make sure that we put a 0 in there. Okay, so it's going to go in my box as 2. It's always the opposite of that. And I have 1, 0, -6, and 4. Draw your line. Don't forget that you're going to be adding. There's nothing to add here, so you just have 1 there. 2 times 1 is 2. Add those two together. 2 times 2 is 4. Add. 2 times -2 is -4. That's 0. So it looks like I have p squared plus 2p minus 2. Okay, number 5. Again, 5 is going in our box because it's opposite of -5. Right, just the coefficients. Nothing to add to, so just rewrite that 9. 5 times 9, 45. Add those two together, you get 10. 5 times 10, 50. -5. Now 5 times -5 is -25, and when you add those two together, you get 0, or 4, -4. And before we've been getting 0 at this point, but if you do not get a 0 at this last part, you have a remainder. So 9a squared, remember it's always 1 less than the highest degree. What was I doing? I was looking up there. 10a minus 5, and then with the remainder of 4 you write that as minus 4 over a minus 5. Alright, one more. I'll show you, and you guys, I think you guys can figure out the rest. So -10 is going to be side there. 1, 6, -37, and 37. Just copy that down. That's 1. -10 times 1, -10. Add together. It's -4. Multiply those two, you get 40. So that's 3. And then -10 times 3 is -30. Add those together, you get 7. Again, that's not 0, so we have a remainder. Not a big deal. N squared minus 4n plus 3 with a remainder of 7 over n plus 10. And that's your answer. Okay, so I'd expect you guys to be able to go through the next 14 using that strategy.